Hey there, travelers! Please pay close attention. More travel changes are coming. If you're flying American Airlines anytime soon, you better listen up. Because if you show up at the gate thinking everything's the same, you might just find yourself missing your flight while still sipping that overpriced airport coffee. Yes, my friends, American Airlines is changing the way we board. Again. And this time they're giving us, wait for it, 5 whole extra minutes to board. That's right, 5 luxurious, game-changing, life-altering minutes. Because apparently that's all we needed to magically fix the chaos that is airport boarding. But before we break it all down, let me ask you something. Have you ever been that passenger? You know, the one who gets to the gate right as they're closing the doors, suitcase flailing, sweat dripping, breathing like you just ran a marathon? Or are you the early bird who sits at the gate an hour before, judging everyone else who isn't prepared? Drop a comment below. I want to know which one you are. Now let's talk about what this 5-minute boarding extension actually means. Starting May 1st, they're giving us 5 extra minutes to board. 5 whole minutes. Sounds tiny, right? But in the airline world, that's basically a lifetime. Their big idea? If they start boarding earlier, people won't clog up the jet bridge like rush hour traffic. More time means flight attendants can actually help fit all those overstuffed carry-ons into the overhead bins instead of playing luggage Tetris at the last minute. And let's be honest, if you've ever had to gate check your bag because the overhead bins were full, you know the pain. It's like sending your luggage into the abyss, wondering if you'll ever see it again. American Airlines is hoping this new system will cut down on that chaos. But will it work? So why is American Airlines making these changes? What is the motive? Is it really just about improving the passenger experience, or is there more to it? According to them, this is all about reducing congestion and making flights leave on time. The idea is that if they board earlier, there's less of a last-minute rush, fewer people clogging up the jet bridge. Flight attendants have more time to fit everyone's gigantic carry-ons in the overhead bins. Let's be real though, carry-on space is the real battlefield of modern air travel. Have you ever seen someone shoving their suitcase into the overhead bin like they're trying to park an SUV in a compact car space? People will fight for bin space like it's the last PS5 on Black Friday. And if you don't find a spot, guess what? You're checking that bag at the gate, and that's basically airline purgatory. Will you see your bag again? Who knows? It's gone. American Airlines says this change will cut down on gate-checked bags and make the boarding process smoother. But is this really about us? Or is this just another airline trying to tweak things to boost their own efficiency? I mean, let's talk about the elephant in the room. When was the last time an airline made a change that actually benefited passengers? Like, truly made your experience better without it secretly being a way to squeeze more money out of you. Remember when checked bags used to be free? Or when picking a seat didn't cost the same as a steak dinner? Or when they gave you snacks that were actually snacks and not just a tiny bag of sadness? Travelers are starting to feel like airlines don't care about them anymore. Every single change seems to be about efficiency and profits, rather than passenger comfort. And this 5-minute boarding extension, it's starting to feel like the same thing. Oh, and here's another fun twist. American Airlines is installing new technology at over 100 airports that will now deny your boarding pass if you try to board too early. You know what they call people who try to board early and crowd the departure gate? They are infamously called gate lice. I am sure you are not one of them. Anyway, that's for another day, but I did a video on this a few months ago. You can check the link in the description. As I mentioned before, American Airlines tested this tech at a few airports already, Albuquerque, DC, and Tucson, and apparently it works well. So now, if you thought you could sneak in early by casually strolling behind a first-class passenger, think again. Yup, if you think you can slide in with the fancy Group 3 folks while holding a Group 9 ticket, your boarding pass will literally reject you like an ex who's completely done with your nonsense. Now, before we dive into the details, let me ask you, have you ever felt like boarding a plane is basically the Hunger Games? You're standing there clutching your boarding pass, watching Group 1 waltz in like royalty, while you, in Group 7, are left to fight for bin space like it's a Black Friday sale. Well, American Airlines thinks they have reached a viable solution. Now, let's talk more about this new fancy technology they're rolling out. If you've ever tried to sneak past your assigned boarding group, yeah, we see you, Group 6 trying to slide in with Group 3, your boarding pass is about to betray you. American Airlines system will now audibly reject your pass if you try to board too early. That's right, your shame will be loud and public. Imagine standing at the gate, all confident, only to hear a loud, "denied," echo through the terminal. Ouch. Imagine walking up all confident, scanning your ticket, and instead of that sweet green light, you get a loud buzz. Access denied. Now you have to do the awkward walk of shame back to your seat while everyone silently judges you. Brutal. American Airlines boarding process is already a social class system in disguise. If you don't believe me, let's review how this boarding hierarchy works. First, the VIPs concierge key members. These are the people who basically live on planes. If you see them, just bow and move aside. Then comes the royalty first class, business class, elite status holders. They board early because obviously they're more important than the rest of us. Middle class flyers, premium economy, people with certain credit cards, and those who hoard loyalty points like it's a second job. And unfortunately, the lower working class, Group 9. The ones who board last, step onto the plane, and immediately realize all the overhead bins are full. If you're in Group 9, you know the pain. You practically board the plane after the pilots do. You're lucky if they even let you on at all. But hey, it could be worse. Some budget airlines like Spirit and Ryanair are probably spying on American Airlines and thinking, what else can we charge for? I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if an airline started charging extra for a seatbelt. So, are all these changes good or bad? And is this a game changer? Or just another airline stunt? Now, this might all sound good on paper, right? But let's be authentic about this. Does American Airlines actually care about making our experience better? Or is this just another way to make us think they're doing us a favor when really they're just optimizing their own efficiency? Because if we are really honest, airlines have been real creative lately in finding ways to charge us more while making it feel like they're helping. I mean, look at all the changes happening in air travel. Baggage fees are going up, seat selection costs more, even snacks are disappearing. Rest in peace free pretzels. Travelers are starting to feel like airlines are squeezing every last penny out of them. And now they want us at the gate even earlier? What's next? Charging us for using the jet bridge? Don't get any ideas, airlines. In theory, boarding earlier could actually help flights take off on time. But do we trust airlines to use this extra time wisely? Because I don't know about you, but I've sat on a plane where everyone boarded early. And guess what? The flight still left late. And what about travelers who already struggle with long layovers and tight connections? Now you're telling them they have to be at the gate even earlier? That's like saying, hey, your travel day wasn't exhausting enough. Let's add some more waiting time. So tell me, what do you think? Will this actually improve the boarding process? Or is it just another unnecessary change that airlines want us to pretend is helpful? That's a long discussion for another day, I guess. It could be a wait-and-see game if you ask me. Okay, that's it for now, guys. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the changes in American Airlines boarding process. We hope this information helps you navigate your next journey with ease. Remember, staying informed can make all the difference in your travel experience. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow travelers. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more travel tips and updates. If you've ever had a nightmare boarding experience, drop it in the comments section. And if you have that one friend who's always the last to board, send them this video. Maybe, just maybe, they'll get to the gate on time next time. Do you think this 5-minute boarding extension actually makes a difference, or is it just another airline illusion? Are you the type to show up early and be fully prepared, or are you still running to the gate like an Olympic sprinter as they announce their final call? Let me also know in the comments section. And hey, if you know an overpacker who always holds up the boarding process, send this video their way. I hope you got some value from this video. And hey, why not download my free ebook, Top 5 Travel Scenarios and How to Solve Them? You'll get some cool tips that could save your next trip from disaster. And stay tuned because a full 25 travel scenario guide is coming soon. Please take a few minutes to check out the links in the description. Anything you purchase will help to support the channel. Thanks in advance for doing so. And don't forget to visit the YouTube shopping area below the video. I value your support. Please share this video with your friends and family. This is your channel host Cheryl saying until next time. Safe travels, and may your boarding group be higher than Group 9. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more travel updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.